Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lilybell Gaming, and if you're new here, I make gacha videos, and sometimes I do this. Today, I am finally doing my Q&A. Except I'm not doing Q&A because I just don't feel like animating that and then typing it all out. Talking is so much easier. And then having to edit all that talking, whatever. Not the point. I will give a fair warning. I'm using a crappy microphone from like Temu or something that's supposed to connect to your phone, so it's not going to be the best quality of audio, and I apologize. Alright, let's get to answering some questions. Woo! Everyone who asked a question either came from my Discord server, my Straw page, or my YouTube. Starting with my Discord members.
What is your oldest OC? Yes, this includes ones you don't use anymore.
I believe my oldest OC that I don't use anymore, that like existed for a day, was my OC back during my Harry Potter phase. Her name was Haley Potter. She was Harry Potter's little sister somehow, and she was my self-insert. I just wanted to be a wizard really badly. The oldest OCs that I still use, I think, are Zipper and Mark. Mark was made in 2020, and I think Zipper was made late 2019, because I remember using Gacha Life before Gacha Club came out to make her, and then I made her Gravity Falls OC later down the line after Gacha Club came out. And Mark was made from using a Gacha Club preset, so that's just how I know that he was made in 2020, sometime before October 2020.
Who's your most redesigned character? Who's the OC that went through the most redesigns?
Mark and Zipper, same as last question. I definitely redesigned Mark the least compared to Zipper, but Zipper has gone through so many redesigns because I kind of redesign her like twice a year, so her design has just changed a lot in between making her and now. I do really love her current design, so I don't think it's going to be changing anytime soon, mostly just because I do think she looks a little more like me, which is what I've been going for since the beginning of this character. Mark, on the other hand, his designs, I want to say the most drastic redesign and not the most redesigns overall, just because his skin went from pale to dark, but he has gone through a lot of redesigns, especially in 2023 was when I was having an identity crisis, especially for my characters, so a lot of my characters went through a lot of weird redesigns during that era, especially Mark.
Do you have any animation ideas that you haven't done yet?
Oh boy, do I. Oh my god. My top song this year was 7 Minutes in Heaven by Mindless Self-Indulgence because I really wanted to animate Zach and Ashley to it. I had a full, storyboard in my head, and I just never got around to doing it. I also really wanted to do Loser Baby and replace Angel and Husk with my OC, Zach and Ashley, because I love that song, and that song is the definition of them. I also, a lot of these have to do with Zach and Ashley, really wanted to do What Is This Feeling from Wicked with Zach and Ashley, but I never got around to doing it. I've been really wanting to do Dirty Little Secret, but that trend's already out. Already. Guys, can we slow down just like a little bit, please? Recently, I've been listening to Taylor Swift again, and a few of her songs. I really want to animate my characters too.
What do your characters smell like it tastes like?
I'll put the list in the comments, because I have too many OCs, and I don't think I can come up with what they would smell or taste like right now. But I hope they all taste like humans, since they're all technically people, and with flesh and bones.
Are any of your OCs based off real people?
I don't have any OCs that I can think of off the top of my head that were based off real people. I do have one OC. Her name is Paisley. She's based off of my friend, Paisley. Mostly just the scene look that I was kind of going for was based off of my friend, Paisley. So, Paisley, if you're watching this, hi. My OC, Michelle, is based off of my very best friend, Ollie. Hi, Ollie, if you're watching this. Everyone else was either based off of a trope or a character idea I had, or me. Of course, Zach is my OC that I project onto, so a lot of his insecurities are also mine. Zipper is the childlike side of me. So, that's why she's so childlike, is because that I project all of my childlike insecurities onto her.
How do you have so much motivation to make videos?
I don't usually have motivation. I usually immediately get home and fall asleep until like 6 o'clock, have dinner, get ready for bed, and go to bed. I don't have a lot of motivation, usually on weekends or breaks. It's currently winter break, which is why I've been able to get out more videos than I usually do. I don't usually have motivation though, so that's why you won't see me posting as much as I want to.
Favorite OC?
At the moment, I made a new character and I'm kind of obsessed with him, but I'm not going to talk much about him because he has nothing. He's very little story, so I'm not going to talk about him. But if you want to talk about my actual favorite OC of all time, it is Zack and Rosalio. I love Zack and Rosalio. They're not even in the same universe, and I love them so much. They're so silly. Rosalio is so much fun to draw, and Zack is just so simple to draw, and I just love drawing him, and I love developing his story. I love adding onto his story, which is why it's so complicated and convoluted. I have way too many OCs, and I love all of them so much.
Who's your top inspirations?
Oh boy, there's a lot of them. The reason I wanted to start YouTube was Cookie Swirl C, Pat and Jen, and Lauren's Eastside. The reason I wanted to start TikTok was because I was watching a lot of compilations of Five Nights at Freddy's cosplays and a lot of Lauren's Eastside reacting to TikToks and recreating TikToks. It was that era. My inspiration for animation and art, early days, Jaded Animations, Lavender Town, Bree Draws. When I discovered her, I could not stop copying everything she did. I'm still kind of doing that. I'm sorry, Bree. Animation specific, I want to say Bacrophobia on TikTok and just like whatever's trending. Sadie Ye definitely inspires me. Coquette Jelly, I love her animations. And funny enough, I'm not even in the Object Show fandom. I have no idea what's going on. I just love Sadie's animation style and art style so much. And that's all the questions I have for today. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that voice. I still don't have an outro. Bye!